1842, an Italian physician analyzed 80 years of death records of women in Verona and noticed some patterns.
The pattern that was noticed was death caused by cervical cancer was happening a lot more to married, widowed, or sometimes prostitute women.
Fast forward to 1965, scientists officially identified DNA of HPV. Still, HPV remained a shadow in the background. Most early cervical cancer research focused on another suspect, herpes simplex virus type 2, but the real culprit was still hiding in plain sight. During the 1970s, more types of HPV were discovered, each one slightly different, each causing different effects. This was a turning point. In 1972, researchers began to seriously investigate the link between HPV and cervical cancer. The real breakthrough came in the 1980s. 1982, HPV type 6 was connected to genital warts. In 1983, HPV type 16 was found in cervical cancer samples. In 1984, type 18 HPV were also linked to cervical cancer.
Two viral types, one deadly pattern. The evidence was clear. HPV causes cancer. Today, we know that HPV causes almost all cervical cancers. Many cancers also in the genital, mouth and throat. But now we have a vaccine given to teens before they became sexually active. It can prevent up to 90% of HPV-related cancers. It's a modern miracle, turning centuries of research into protection for the next generation.
Human papillomavirus (HPV) is a common sexually transmitted infection that can affect both men and women. Even though HPV can affect the skin, genital area, and throat, using condoms can reduce the risk of being affected, but they do not offer total protection because they do not cover all the genital skin. Most HPV infections are harmless and clean up themselves, but some types can cause health problems such as genital warts and cancer. There are two types of HPV, which is low-risk HPV that can cause genital warts but not associated with cancer, and high-risk HPV that can lead to cancer. Importantly, cancer from HPV can be prevented with vaccines. Furthermore, some HPV infections cause small rough lung genital warts that can appear on the vagina, penis, or anus, and rarely the throat. These warts may be painful and cause discomfort, itchy, or bleed, or cause swollen glands. If HPV infection does not go away on its own, it can cause change to cervical cells, which lead to precancer that may become cervical cancer if left untreated. Typically, it takes 15 until 20 years for cervical cancer to develop after HPV infection.
Human papillomavirus, or HPV, is a virus that aims for human epithelial cells, or in other words, skin or mucosal membrane. And there are 40 types of HPV that infect the epithelial cells, and they can be categorized by which cell they prefer to infect. It spread to skin contact from a person with an infected epithelial cell to another person. For example, delivering a baby through an infected canal will increase the risk of being exposed to the infection. Cuts or abrasions on the skin will aid the virus in getting its way into the body easier. Infectiousness is also more likely when the person is already immunocompromised. People with weakened immune system are more likely to get infected and may struggle to clear the virus. Some strains of HPV don't just cause wart, they can lead to cancer, which is known as carcinomas. This transformation depends on the type of the HPV, and they are influenced by other cofactors such as immune suppression or smoking.
The impact of HPV has placed a considerable burden on public health system, causing many governments to take preventive steps. As a result, HPV vaccination has been integrated into immunization program in numerous countries.
Medically, HPV can lead to serious disease, including cervical, throat, and anal cancers. Some types also cause genital warts, which may be painful or embarrassing.
The cost of treatment, frequent doctor checkup, and long-term care can place financial strain on families. It can also lead to time away from work or school.
Additionally, the diagnosis may bring fear or confusion. Many patients feel isolated or judged, especially due to the stigma linked to sexually transmitted infections.
But with awareness, support, and proper care, we can reduce these effects and protect our future.
So, how does the government control the diseases?
The government has prepared vaccines to cope with this disease. There are two types of vaccines used, which are Gardasil and Cervarix. Next, the government also made a public health campaign and awareness to make sure everyone is exposed with the knowledge about this Hpv virus. When everyone is aware, the possibility of this disease to be spread will be low. Research and development also be done by developing new vaccine and improving treatment option. When the new vaccine can be developed, the chance of the disease to spread rapidly will be low, and when the treatment option is improved, people can avoid to be infected by the Hpv virus.
Is there any additional interesting facts about HPV virus?
Usually, there are no symptoms in many cases. People will realize once they are fully infected, and a lot of rashes, rough lumps is shown on their skin. As we all been informed, the high-risk strain of HPV infection can cause precancerous cell changes. These cell changes can eventually lead to cancer if they are not managed. Lastly, there is no cure for HPV. Still, your immune system is incredibly efficient of getting rid of the virus for you. Most HPV infections are cleared within a year or two.